Hi, welcome back guys. This is your friend, Let Us Head Fanfics, back with amazing fanfiction. This is the series of What If Deku Had Marksman Crosshair Quirk. Now before starting, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this. Now let's get into the fanfic. Oh, I see. I'll come back and Nezu, I never stopped liking you. I would do the same thing in your shoes tbh. But I want a private indoor shooting range, and my provisionals license. Thank you and deal. Your start again tomorrow. Yes sir, AM just sat there looking at me with anger and bloodlust. Hallway. As I walk through the hallways I hear whispers, and some glare at me. Some were whispering it's him, or it's the traitor. I ignore them and keep walking. I then walk into the big three. Otta2, you're free thank God, Nejire said. She hugged me and I returned it. She started to cry. She was my sister after all. Well, half-sister via our mom. It's okay Nisan, I say, stroking her cyan hair. I looked at the other two. Hey guys, how's it going? Great to have you back Izuku, said Mirio, the closest thing I have to a brother. Hey Izu, I missed you, said Tamaki. The elfish man was my best friend and one of my most trusted people. Hey guys, I gotta get to class, so peace. We waved goodbye and I'm glad they didn't notice my eye scars. I make it to one of doors and open them. Sorry for being late. In an instant Bakugo got up and charged me, and so did Momo with a bow staff. I summon dual 9mm sword cutlasses. I load some taser bullets and fire. Momo went down easily, but Bakugo was persistent and he took a whole cartridge. Aizawa, keep your dogs on a leash please. He nods and I take a seat. Why are you here, traitor? To what spy? Spat Uraraka with hatred. No, I came to learn. I was proven innocent yesterday day. Liar. The video clearly showed you murdering and stealing files. And why are you carrying weapons? Said Ida while standing. 3 words. Quirk and toga. Sir, he's lying. AFO is his dad, he had to be lying. Said Zero. Enough. I'm tired of you brats disturbing the peace. Izuku is innocent and only I, Mike, Midnight, Asui and Gyro believed him. He's been in hell and back. Look at his eyes. You all disgust me, shouted Aizawa. He was never one to shout, so it shocked us all. He brainwashed out teachers too, exclaimed Minda standing in his chair. For that I put a taser bullet to his twin jewels of life. I decided to keep my guns in my holster just in case. Aizawa, please calm down and teach. I want to be a hero, so allow me to do so. Your teaching is vital to that. Understood, he said, calming down. He began teaching, but I did notice the stares of hate. School ended early and I packed my things. I walked back to my dorm when Minama showed up. Grent, look at this. Wanna letting villains in here now. How pity couldn't finished. I summoned a revolver and cocked it. Finish that sentence. I dare you. You villain, you should die. I fired 3 rounds but it didn't hit him. A part of my quirk is that any bullet fired from my gun is under my control. I stop the bullets right when they were about to make contact, and at their metal nearby I can make bullets. It's quite a quirk. Don't anger me. I walk away from him whistling. I then walk into someone familiar and frog-like. Midoriya, she said and hugged me. She started to cry and I comforted her the same as Nejire. I thought I would never see you again, she says, wiping tears. I then help wipe them for her and say, I don't leave ever again. I promise. She cries even more. Suddenly the Baka squad appeared. Kirishima said, Midoriya, you villain, why did you make Tsuyu cry? You monster. Deku, fight me. No, what afraid you gonna lose? I'm afraid of hurting you. Don't you dare say that, Deku. He spat. I then walk off with Tsuyu and when in the corner of my eye is see Kirishima charging me. I turn and unsheath my signature cutlasses and shot him a couple times, but he was using his quirk. I swapped out for a sniper and shot him in the elbow. That's where all weaknesses lie in armor. He stumbles while holding his bleeding elbow. Do not dare come near me, her or Gyro, or I will shoot. I carry on walking with Tsuyu knowing I would never be the same, and my school was even worse. It's been a week since I was released from prison. I was walking down the street when something small bumped into me. It was a little girl with snow-white hair. Her eyes were blood red. She looked to be around 8. She had bandages wrapped around her frail arms. Oh, I am sorry. Are you okay? I get down to her level. She was shaking vigorously. Please, don't leave me. Take me away from him. Who? Overhaul. As if on cue he appears and I shoot him with a smoke bullet and run off with the girl in my hands. What's your name, young one? Eri. Okay, Eri, I'm taking you to a safe place. Just hang on. He holds onto me with her body hugging mine. Yue. Okay, Eri, we're here. I set her down and hold hand. What's your name, sir? Izuku Midoriya. At you for saving me, Izuku. I then hug her and let her cry into my shoulder. We walked to the principal's office hand in hand. I got some stares from students but I didn't care. We finally arrive at Nezu's office. Sir, it's Izuku. I just rescued this girl from Overhaul. Overhaul? How? She was running and bumped into me. I quickly shot a smoke bullet and fled the scene. The rest is history. Very well. She shall be in your care from now on. Is that clear? fill out this adoption form and then you can leave. Yes, sir. I do as instructed, so now Eri is now my daughter. I walk with Eri back. Eri. As I approach the door, I get on Eri's level and say, Eri, when we get inside, don't speak to anyone until I say so. Okay. Yes, Papa. We walk inside. The Baka squad was on the couch watch rots while the Yamomo gang was having girl talk. Hey villain, you kidnapping little girls now. You're sick, you pedophile. I ignore it. I'm calling Aizawa, said Ida as he rushed to Aizawa's room down the hall. Villain, give me the girl. She needs to be with heroes, said Momo. She then grabbed Eri and dragged her away. She screamed, Papa, don't leave me please. I summon my Signa TURE cutlasses and fire multiple rubber bullets. I emptied 2 pairs of cartridges. I then hold Eri gently. Touch my daughter and I won't forgive you. And like that, Momo, the Baku squad and Minda all pounds trying to take Eri from me. I quickly summoned 2 M16 seconds and dual-wielded them, shooting razor bullets like a madman. So you catch my drift now. Don't touch my daughter, punks, I say, walking with Eri. Hey Eri, don't you want to be with actual heroes and not this villain? Said Bakugo. Eri then runs to Bakugo while he smirked. Eri then stopped in front of him and said, no. He then kicked him in his pair of family heirlooms. He dropped to the floor begging for the pain to stop. Papa, did I do good? Yes, you did, sweetie. Then Ida came with Aizawa and said, sir, he kidnapped this kid and he attacked them when we were trying to retrieve her. The others nodded since they just woke up a few minutes before. Are you guys mad? That's his daughter. He saved her from overhaul. He signed the necessary documents. Sir, a villain can't be in possession of a child. I am not a villain just because AFO is my dad. And if any of you touch her, I will switch to lead bullets. I hiss. Then I take Eri and leave them behind. Meanwhile, Mr. Aizawa, you can't just let the son of the #1 villain take care of a child. He could be a rapist for all we know, exclaimed Ida. Yeah, he's dangerous. Shut up. He broke bones for you guys and this is how you treat him. At USJ, he sacrificed his arms to protect us. He gave up his arms again to save Kota. He's always sacrificing for you guys and this how you treat him. That boy is like a son to me and you betrayed him, shouted Aizawa with emotion. He was furious, his eyes gleaming a blood-red tint. What have we done? Said everyone except Momo, the Baka squad, Minta, Gyro and Tsuyu. TCH, Deku is just a villain and nothing else, said Bakugo. That's it, Bakugo, Yaoyorozu and Minta. Detention. 3 weeks. It groaned and curses Izuku mentally. Soon after, everyone dispersed and did their usual activities. It was quite early since it was 6. Anyway, they were all deep in thought, some feeling regret, and some murder. Back with our MC, he is bringing Eri downstairs for a snack while since he couldn't make dinner. The kitchen was being used. Hey, sure Stack, what do you want to eat? All I've ever know was ramen and leftovers, she said innocently. His heart broke upon hearing that. She was lacking vital nutrition and needed it pronto. Here, take this apple and sit on this stool while I make something. Okay, Snowball. Yes, Papa. I walk over to Uraraka, who was washing dishes. Hey, I can finish those. I need to use the kitchen anyway, I say in a stern yet soft tone, trying to persuade her, I guess. As sure, I'm weird. Anyway, I started washing dishes only to notice Eri finished her apple. I wash the last of the dishes and go over to her. Hey, wanna watch me cook for you? Yes. At that I begin making katsudon, my favorite and food. It happens to be one of the few things that makes me smile nowadays. I finish up and share up for me and Eri. She dug in with eagerness and instantly her eyes lit up with ecstasy. This is the best food EVRRRR, she said in between bites. Glad you like it, I reply. I then realized I had enough for 2 more, so I do the most logical thing. Yotsu, Kaio, come here please. They perk up at their names and follow my request. Meanwhile, I shared up more for them. Hey Izuku, why did you call us? Hero, said Tsuyu with her cute ribbit. Dinner, I say, sliding the food to them. Thank you. No problem, dig in. Thank you for the meal. Before they could eat, Momo stopped them. Wait, what if he drugged it? What if he put pills in it so you would be vulnerable and take advantage of you? I began to chuckle, then break out in a blood-curdling laugh. I couldn't hold it back. I just laughed like a pisco. It was just hilarious. What are you laughing at? Just you really think that I would do that? Oh my sweet Momo, my dear sweet Momo. If I was going to do that, I would start with you. But I'm a nice guy and a hero. Plus I have morals and standards. Kami POV. I don't know from what universe you're from, that's gonna hurt. Burn. Oh, normal POV. Why you villain? I'm not afraid of you. You should be. At that she creates a bow staff and swings, but I dodge and punch her in the face. Oh no. Don't make me angry, my dear Momo. It hurts a lot, I say, making the motion with my index finger. Hey, you can't do that to my girlfriend. Since you hurt her, I'll hurt someone you love. I then see Bakugo launch at Eri. In a split second, I run to protect her by turning my back to him to take the brunt of the impact. He made contact and her scorched my shirt or revealing my skin littered with scars. You'd be considered blessed if you found 5 inches of skin with no scars on it. I look up to see a crying Eri looking at me. Papa, I'm sorry, it's my fault. Boss, you're hurt 'cause of me. She continued crying as I kicked Bakugo to the other side of the room. Snowball, it's not your fault. I love you too much. Please don't cry, I say, hugging her. Bakugo, you bullied me for 14 years. Broke my bones. Put me out the her. Now you go after my daughter. Maniacal laughter. Now I wonder how fast Aizawa will get here when begin. I say with bloodlust. I summon an air pistol and fire 20 rounds of rubber bullets. I reloaded 7 times before Aizawa arrived. Let me guess. Bakugo attacked Eri. I nod. Bakugo, suspension. And whoever wants to attack Eri again will be expelled, he said in a slightly angry voice. Hey Snowball, wanna sleep now? Yeah Fafa, I'm so tired. I carry her to my room, leaving a class a mess to clean up. Today was a wonderful day, wasn't it? 2 months since Wana confronted me about Eri and things have been oddly peaceful. Some tried to repair our friendship but I turned them away. Even Todoroki. Speak of the devil. Hey, Midori, I'm just so very sorry about what I did to you. Save it, Todoroki. Oh, and Talia sends his regards. His eyes widen at this as I walk to class. I already dropped Eri with Midnight to continue her private lessons. She started learning the basics and her favorite is math, surprisingly. The joy on her face when she figured out 1 + 1 = 2 was breathtaking. I arrive at class earlier than most and my eyes catch Gyro's. I decided to go over to her. Hello there, I say innocently. General Kenobi. She replied, imitating Ewan McGregor. Finally someone gets it. I proclaim, Rotz is the best. She says, I know. When I was in jail, guess what my ID name was? She shrugged. CT-7567. OMG, so that's why you dual wield. OMG, I'm dying, ha 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 ha. So Captain, how is life? It's going okay. I haven't had a convo with you and Sue since that day. Yeah, how about we all go out today? Sure. At that some of our peers filed in. Hey, I gotta go. Later, Captain Zuko, she says innocently. AHA, nice one. I go over to my seat and sit with my head down on the table. Lately, my hair has been exhibiting the visible changes. It's turning black on the tips. It may be to cut the glare so I can shoot better. Since the quirk was removed from my genome, my body compensated with my mother's hair color, hence my development. So now I have black tips that blend with the green surprisingly well. I decided to refresh myself the different types of bullets. I learned that if I scanned bullets as well, I could add them to my arsenal. Interesting. Hey, villain, watch reading. 10 ways to end someone or how to hide a body, said Minta. He really beginning to get on my nerves. I summon a 9mm pistol and aim at him point blank. I already have one way here and it's pretty reliable, I say, brandishing it. At that point in time, Aizawa comes in and says, Midoriya, your agency needs you. Get going. Snipe is waiting for you. Okay. Sue, Kaio, you pick up Eri if I'm not back in time and initiate Plan 2. Got it. Let only Aizawa, Midnight, and Nezu approach her. They nod to understanding everyone that I just said. Plan 2 states that if I am going to be gone, then the girls are to protect Eri and leave her Nezu's office. Wait, what do you mean by his agency? I have a provisional license, so I'm already a hero. The name's Crosshairs. Might have heard of me. Wait, you're number 3 hero. Impossible, a villain such as yourself cannot be given that title, exclaimed Ida. Like I said, just my old man is AFO doesn't make me a villain. Anyway, my partner is waiting for me, so peace out. I clarify. Everyone is silent as I walk outside to meet Snipe. Apparently he was right outside. Come on partner, suit up and roll out. We need to shoot down the Tsubaku crime syndicate. On it, Snipe. And nice pun, I then say. Wally, be a dear and get me decent for hero work. An automated voice that propagated. But of course, sir. 4 arms come out of my back and take off my jacket and shirt, leaving me in a black bodysuit. Metal appendages that wrap around me from my neck to my waist. They then removed my pants. Nothing was exposed because of the bodysuit. More appendages came out of my back and formed the bottom half of my suit. I then summon my signature cutlasses and walk out of the class. Did you have to do that in front of them? Said Snipe. What, it looked cool, didn't it, my friend? Snipe and I became friends when I got back and soon partners. We have similar quirks, so we decided to team up. He was my friend other than Tamaki. Show off. He puts under the mask, I guess. Whatever, let's go, I say. A few hours later. Yo, Snipe. Is he dead yet? I ask. Nah, he's clinging to life, but honestly we're being paid for his elimination. He says, ending the mob boss. If only these kids knew that we were assassin heroes. Ha. He says. Yeah, they would keep calling me a villain, but you know what we should tell them. They need to trust us. I'll talk to Nezu. Okay, Yasamu. We head back to UA to report our success. UA, Nezu, Yasamu and I were wondering if we could do a seminar explaining the different types of heroes. Sure, you can do that today if you like. School ends in an hour and I'm sure you are prepared. Oh, but of course, my good sir. I've planned this since I got my license. Good. You are dismissed. So Izuku, you know any more of our kind? My sister Nejire wants to become an underground assassin like us, so that's nice. And brother Figure wants to be both a capture hero in the day, assassin by night. Cool, let's go set up. Good afternoon, my fellow students. I have called you to this seminar to explain the different types of heroes, I announced. A random student raises his hand. I give him permission to speak. Aren't all heroes the same? No, they are 3 types. Capture heroes, underground heroes, and the last one is why we're here. But let me explain first. Capture heroes like Midnight here have the job of tracking and capturing villains. Underground heroes like Eraserhead and more like hunters. They are similar to capture theirs but less public. Everyone nods their head in understanding. Now for the main event. The third type of heroes are frowned upon by society. Assassin heroes. I hear murmurs of them being villains. Eder raised his hand and allowed him to speak. Can we get an example of such heroes? Oh, but of course. Wally, suit me up, please. My suit up sequence begins and ends in 30 seconds. I am the number 3 hero and number 1 assassin hero. Crosshairs. This is my partner Snipe. You're villains, aren't you? Heroes shouldn't end, screamed the banshee known as Momo. No, we aren't, as a matter of fact. There are 2 of my students in here. Yola Million, Spire, stop stalking them. On cue, Mirio gets up from the ground in a black version of his suit. Nejire was perched on the upside down like Spider-Man. She dropped down in a gray version of her suit. These 2 are my friend and sister, Nejire Hato and Mirio Tagata, assassins in training. Midoriya, you turned the big 3 into villains, you're despicable, shouted the rip-off Sonic the goddamn hedgehog. Oh, shut up, blue hair. This is how the world works. A hero is someone who protects for the people, not for the camera, said a random listener. Yeah, how dare you? Exactly, leave them alone. Comments like that kept bombarding them. Calm down, and thank you. That's it, Deku, you're gonna get it now. Bakugo rushed me with Momo on his left and Ida on his right. I summon my signatures and shoot quirk disabling bullets that I scanned yesterday. Want more? I ask as they fell to the floor. Without a word, Momo tried to make a weapon. Keyword tried. What did you do to us, villain? Quirk disabling bullets work like a charm when I ended overhaul, and it is frowned upon to attack a hero. You could be expelled, you know. You are no hero, Midoriya, said the Momo Yakuza boss. All right then, everyone listen up. Wanna know why I'm called a villain? Yes, some say. My dad is AFO. So, is that a problem? We know you would never betray us, so why does that matter who your dad is? Yeah, you're the number 3 hero. Compliments were hurdles my way and it felt good. But they quickly spiraled when Momo spoke. How could you all believe this? He's a villain and a murderer. Now he even has this bimbo and manwhore backing him up. He's dis. I didn't let her finish. I hold her by the throat and lifted her in the air. Give me one reason not to end you right now. It would be labeled as self-defense. Why you wouldn't dare. She's stuttering. I summon a 9mm pistol and drop her to the floor while pointing it at her. Wanna bet, my dear Momo? She shuts up and looks scared. That, ladies and gents, is how you shut up Momo Yaoyorozu. That's all and you may leave. Everyone started to laugh and cleared out. Deku, you bastard. Fight me, screamed Bakugo. Better idea. I'll fight the whole class, I say, walking away. Next day I walk into class and ask Aizawa if I can have a few minutes. He obliged. Good morning, people. I have a preposition. I will fight the entire class except Asui and Gyro. If I lose, I give up Uri and my license. If I win, you never touch Uri again. Deal. Anyone objections? I object. I don't want to fight you, man. I'm still sorry for what I did and I just want you to live a happy life. Take this as my apology, said Kaminari. He was tearing up a bit. I concur. And for the record, I was never involved in the violence that ensued, said Takoyami. Yeah, you're a great guy, Midoriya, and I believed you. I was just afraid what the others might have said. I still want to fight you to train my quirk, though, screamed Hagakure, flailing her arms. Kaminari and Takoyami. Hagakure, you have earned my friendship and trust. I look forward to conversing with you. They nod. No one else. Then lunchtime. I get to my seat and smile as I picture them all bloody and on the verge of death. Lunchtime. 15 of 1 a file in with their hero suits on. Ready to lose Deku. Time to end a villain, girls, said Momo. Bruh, don't you two shut up. Anyways, I thought heroes weren't supposed to end. Whatever, begin the pain. The close-range fighters charge me first. Mina is first to arrive and throws some acid at me. I dodge with a NFL spin. I then summon a foam gun and fire at her rapidly. 1 down, 14 to go. It was Shoji's turn to strike. He swiped with his right side and left his lower left open. I shoot a tranquilizer and knock him out. 2 down, 13 to go. I noticed Hagakure behind me trying a sneak attack. I decided to go easy on her and give her a neck chop. Yo, Kaminari, pick her up, will you? I don't hurt any more hurt. He followed my order and carried her to safety. 3 down, 12 to go. Minta is trying to get me stuck and I let him trap me. That way I will draw out Ida and Shoto. Haha, you got stuck, said Minta as Shoto approached with his left side engulfed in flames. Ida was already here. I quickly shoot acid bullets and melt the balls. It wasn't thorough, but I did the trick. I then shoot a quirk disruptor at Shoto and watch as he tries to ignite. Ida was going for a drip kick which left him wide open. I donked it and shot an electrocuting bullets at him. He then falls to the ground with a satisfying thud. I then shoot Shoto with a tranquilizer. 5 down, 10 to go. I almost forgot about Mineta trying to run away. I just give him a high-potency poison that will leave him unconscious for about 3 days give or take. 6 down, 9 to go. Time skip. Everyone else was either bloody or trying to breathing. All that was left were Momo and Bakugo. Watch and learn how real heroes defeat villains, said Momo. Time to die, Deku. Oh, just shut up and fight me. Bakugo charges me, going for his go-to move. Right hook. Never changes. I activate the quirk disruptor bullet I snuck into his food earlier. I'm a crafty bastard, aren't I? Well. Katsuki, Bakugo a fraud and disgrace to the title of hero. What shall I ever do to you? How about this? I shoot him in the leg. But I didn't use mine of my non-lethal bullets. These were real. A scream of pain could be heard from here to class 3H. How dare you hurt my boyfriend, said Momo, charging me. I decide not to play with her since she could transmit her dumbness. I fire 5 shells of 9mm. I lighten up their impact force but they still penetrate her skin. But no organs. Izuku, like I said, keep your dogs on a leash. They could have rabies. I didn't notice the crowd that formed. Everyone started cheering my hero name. Oh, you guys enjoyed the show. Well then, isn't that just prime? Let's get back to class, I shout. They comply and walk off. Midoriya, that was great. You nailed them, said Tokoyami and Kaminari. Yeah, Captain Izuku. You handed them there. Oari's here. You best him up well, said Kyoka. Izu-chan, that was excellent, said Tsu. Why, yeah, to you, that great. Thanks for going easy on me, said Toru. No prob, Toru. Let's get to class. They agree and we head out. After school ended and I was getting ready to head to the dorms when Toru stopped me. Hey, Midoriya, can I talk to you in private? Said an invisible girl. Sure, let's go change then meet me at my shooting range. It's past gym gamma, okay? I reply. Okay, I'll get going now. Alright. I had to go do some paperwork first, then I could be free, so I headed off to do that. The shooting range. I was already at my range when I heard the bell go off. Hey Midoriya, it's me, said a familiar voice. Wally, scan my guest and allow her unlimited access. Designation Toru Hagakure. Passcode Tabarama Senju. Yes, sir. The door opens and Toru walks in. Hey Toru, what did you want to talk about? Well, I had this crush on you for a very long time and will you like Topley spam for Steve, her boyfriend? I understand if you don't want to, she said, bowing. I didn't quite catch that rap section. You sounded like Eminem. What did you say? Will you like to please be my first boyfriend? She said more slowly. No, she started to sniffle. I would love to be your boyfriend, I clarified. Really? Thank you, Icon, she exclaimed. If you call me that, then I'll call you Toto-chan. I like it. We enter a makeout session which included some humping. Nothing too dirty. She then did something unexpected. I could see her. Toto-chan, I can see you. Oh yeah, well, my dad didn't want me getting raped, so I always had my quirk on. But he said since I'm in the hero course I can deactivate when I feel like. Am I ugly? Hell no, girl, you fine. Are you gonna tell the others when I get my license? Cool. We should head back. We walk up to the dorm rooms. I saw Ajiro at the front door. Hey Hagakure, can you come with me please? I need to talk to you, he asked. I give her a nod of approval and she says, sure. I decided to watch them from the sidelines to make sure nothing happens. Hey Toru, I really like you and I want you to be my girlfriend. Oh, I'm sorry, but no, I can't accept. Wait, why? I'm taken. By who? None of your business. Whoever it is, they don't deserve you. You're mine, he says, grabbing her and trying to kiss her. I would refrain from that if I were you. Bad things could happen, I say, revealing myself. What do you want? For you to take you hands of my girlfriend. You villain. You don't deserve her. Realize her now and I will leak this video of you harassing her. He reluctantly released her as she ran to me. Thank you, is all she says as we walk inside. Midoriya, get your hands off Hagakure now. Are you trying to rape her? Shouted Ida. It's called showing affection to my girlfriend. Stop being so paranoid, I retorted. No way is this true, Hagakure, asked Momo. It is. I asked him out and everything. I love him, said Toru confidently. Midoriya, you scum, you brainwashed her, said Ida. Do I look like Shinzo? Eri then runs to me and hugs my legs. Papa, who is this? Your mama. Mama, wow, I have a mother. Hey Eri, I promise to be the best mother I can ever be, okay? Okay, Papa, I wanna sweep now. Yawn, said a Trideri. Okay, Snowball, let's go out, you in bed. I reply, picking her up and walking to my room. I put her to bed and kiss her on the forehead. I'll take my leave now, she said. No, stay. You can sleep with me, I say sheepishly. Oh, okay then. Get some clothes from your room. You can change in my bathroom. Okay, she says, heading out. I decide to sleep in pajamas tonight and got a pair of sweatpants, but I was shirtless. A few minutes later and Toru walked in. Good, you're here. I see you already changed. That's good. Not get over here so we can sleep like a married couple, I say innocently. You are so forward, aren't you, Icon? I try. So you coming or not? I'm coming. She sets her bag on the floor and walks over to me. I lay down and she follows suit. I then wrap my arms around her. I love you, Toru Hagakure. I love you more, Izuku Midoriya. We'll fall asleep blissful thinking of each other. I'm sitting on the couch alone. Everyone else is going to take their license exams. I hope Toru made it. Anyway, Eri and I are watching Frozen, a classic among young girls. She was so happy when Elsa came back. I heard the door open, but no one was supposed to be back by now. I took out a 9mm and aimed it at the door. But then Toru walked through in her visible form. Toto-chan, why are you back so early? I asked. Mama, screamed Eri as she hugged her legs. I did so well in the first exam I automatically got my license. She shrieked. Thanks, great. We're watching Frozen. Wanna watch with us? It ended not too long ago. Wanna watch the Clone Wars? Yeah, I'm done for that, she said. We sat on the couch again and watched the Umbara arc. Toru and I fell asleep only to have a rude awakening. Midoriya, you villain. What did you do with Hagakure and who is this? You're cheating. You sick Sanaba. Don't finish that sentence. Here he is right here. And this is Hagakure. Don't lie, you fiend. Hagakure-san is invisible, retorted Ida with his Buzz Lightyear karate chop action. Yeah, said Minta. Then Toru turned invisible and then reappeared. I can toggle it. My dad didn't want me to get raped, so I always had it active. Since I got to the hero course, I didn't trust you guys enough. Worse after what you did to Izuku. Midoriya, you don't deserve Toru. You're probably abusing her, aren't you? Screamed a livid Anjiro. HNN. Well, if my love for her is abusive, then why is she scar-free? You girls can search for a scar. I've already seen it all, I said, winking at Toru. She blushed. Icon, don't say that. Therese here. Midoriya, I'll inspect Toru myself, shrieked Anchako. Fine, go ahead. She grabbed Toru's hand and sped to her room. So anything else y'all want? For you to break up with Hagakure, of course. A villain only uses girls for their own pleasure, said Momo. Momo, lay off of him, he's a person just like us. He deserves love, said Gyro. Gyro, you are officially not my friend anymore, said Momo. Does it look like I care? You're just a pampered daddy's girl who wants to be a dictator. That's it, I've had it with you, said Gyro, clearly annoyed. Well, who else is siding with the villain? Said Momo. Gyro, Kaminari, Takoyami, and Tsuyu all come stand beside me. Now you see there are people who can look at me as a hero, not as the son of a villain. Momo, she has a bruise on her back. It's fresh, said Uraraka. See everyone, he's abusing her, said the Banshee. It happened when I was doing the exam. I went to save Gyro from getting disqualified and I got punched, said Toru, flailing her arms. It's true she got disqualified but then was given her license for her efforts, confirmed Gyro. So we're done here cause I gotta sleep. Wait, just a. At the Nizawa ran inside and shouted, Midoriya, it's Shuaib, she's dying. Come with me. At that I rushed to the door following him. Hospital. We arrive at the hospital and go to the room Shuaib was held in. Shuaib, I'm here. What happened? Izuku. The cancer is winning. I only have a few minutes. Please take care of our son. Before I was betrayed. Before I got to UA. I was jumped and was forced to have sex with some random girl. If I didn't do it, they would end us. They wanted a show, so I reluctantly gave them one. Out of that, a child was born. Minato Midoriya. Kamui Wood saved us from our enslavement. I told Aizawa when I got to UA about my situation and he helped me. I would do internships under his tutelage to earn some money so I could pay child support. Minato was only 3 years of age now. No, you can't leave him. Minato needs a mother, I say, crying. I'm sorry. I'm sure he will make us Pruwad, she said, taking her final breath. Doctor, call the time of death. While the medics did their thing, I went to see my son. Minato, I call. Papa, where is Mommy? He said, tears prodding his eyes. Mommy cannot be with us right now. She can't be with us ever again. She's gone, my son. She's gone, I say, hugging him. We were both sobbing. I was never romantic towards her, but more like brother and sister. Look, I'm going to take you home, okay, my little ninja? Okay, Papa. We leave for UA. In Aizawa's car. I have lots of explaining to do. Minato fell asleep on my chest while we rode in the car. UA. We step out of the car and make out way to the dorms. Midoriya, I'll inform the principal about this. You go comfort Minato. Okay, I say. By Uncle Zawa. Aizawa smiled at this. A real genuine smile. Well, I'll be damned. We arrive at the dorms. Ready to meet your sister and new mother? I queried. Yes, Papa, he said enthusiastically. I open the door and get bombarded with questions. Deku, who is? You steal another child. Not again, Deku, you need to return this child immediately, said Momo, trying to grab Minato. Hadn't she learned her lesson? How dare you try to touch my child? I say in a threatening voice. Well, if he's your child, who's the mother? Dead. Shuaib Namikaze. It's a touchy subject, but it ended with Minato. I did my best to get her the best health care but wasn't enough. Everyone's eyes were wide open. So you raped her, you despicable fiend, said Ida. We were forced to do it or we'd die. I did my best to give her support and then I did. Now don't touch my son. Papa, why do they hate you? Asked Minato, tugging my shirt. Because of your grandfather. Let's go. That's it, Midoriya, I'm tired of you and your unmanly asks. Give us the child. You raped a woman and that is unforgivable. Once again Kirishima chose to rush me. But this time he was in his unbreakable form. I decided to use myself as a shield around Minato. He made contact and it hurt like hell. My shirt must have had a hold now. I felt warm blood drip down my back. I waited, then turned around with my crosshair scars glowing and my eyes with more details. My left had a sharper scope but my right had a sonar. I guess it's a quirk evolution. Dad, are you okay? Said a crying Minato. I'm okay, my little ninja, I say reassuringly. You guys never learn. Ask Kamui Woods and Aizawa for the truth. Anyway, Wally, patch me up please, I say. Wally responds by bandaging my wounds as I walk to my dorm room where I told Toru to meet up. When I opened the door I was met with a room with a worried teenager. Well guys, meet my biological son Minato. How? Said a sobbing Toru. Don't worry, I'm still faithful. It's not really a long story but here it goes. I begin to recite the incident and how he's my son. OMG God, I'm so sorry for doubting you. It's no biggie. Anyway, Minato, say hi to your mom and sister. That beautiful woman over there is mommy and that cute girl is your sister. He slowly walked to them. Hey, I'm your mother Toru Hagakure. But call me mom. I promise to love you like my own son. Hi, I'm Eri, your new big sister. I hope we can be great siblings, said Eri with a big smile. And Minato, nice to meet you. Well, there is plenty of time for you two to speak but now it's time for us to sleep. Minato, you can sleep in Eri's bed for now. Yano, hey papa. Good night, said a drowsy Eri and Minato. Good night, my little ninja. Good night, Snowball. I tuck them in and head over to sleep with Toru. Our family is getting bigger and I haven't even had a child yet. One day, my dear Toru. One day I was knocked out and so is Toru. Blissful sleep must come to an end. But not always for a bad reason. Let's see what happens. I woke up to see Toru beside me blissfully sleeping. Her H-sir messed up and tangled. Toru, time to wake up for school. 5 more minutes, she says drowsily. I leave her to her own devices and try to wake up the kids. Snowball, Ninja, wake up. I say loud enough for them to hear. Yawn, morning papa. They say simultaneously. I'll start breakfast. I hold you go take a bath. Eri, mind helping your brother? She nods while I head downstairs. The Yamomo Yakuza was sent marking their turf in the kitchen. That's when Mina walks up to me and she doesn't look happy. That's it, you disgusting villain. First you steal a child, brainwash Toru, and people, brainwash my other friends and rape a woman. I've had it with you. Give us the children and the Yamomo Yakuza doesn't hurt you. She shrieked. My dear Mina Ashido, touch my children and I will see that as an act of war. And you don't want to go to war with someone who has military-grade firearms on his person, right? Do me a favor and back up. I have breakfast to make now, move, I say. She based up with a HMPH and walk away. The Yamomo Yakuza slowly back up and walk away. I started making pancakes. I did the usual procedure and added syrup to them when they were ready. As if on cue, my family walked downstairs and sat at the table. Pancake à la Midoriya. Bon appetit, mon famille, I say in a generic French accent. They dig in. Su guad. They all said, glad you like it. Wally, call the squad down for breakfast, will ya? Yes, sir. Wally proceeded to call everyone. In a matter of seconds I see 4 teens racing to get to the table. Is all I could say. What you're cooking is great. Now hit us with the good stuff, said Gyro. I'll pay you $50 if you give extra. I heard Denki shout. I hear 50, do I hear 60? Going once, I say like an auctioneer voice. 60, shouted Takoyami. Do I hear 75? 75, said Sue. We kept going like this until we got to $200. Do I hear 210? Wait, I know, said Toru. Before I could reply, she kissed me passionately. Sue was covering the kid's eyes. Sold, I say seductively. Not fair. Only Toru is allowed to do that, shouted Gyro. That's the point, squeaked Toru. We all laughed and enjoyed our meal. Author style, time skip no jutsu. School ended not too long ago. Toru and I decided to go on a date. We were walking a cafe when I heard some girls chattering behind us. Look at that guy. His eyes are so unique. And don't get me started on his hair. One said, girl, he is fine. You need to get that meat like right now, said another. I couldn't take it anymore. I was gonna wait but, Toru, yes I can. Ever since you asked me out I have fallen for you. You complete me and you're a great mother to Minato and Irisu. I get up and take a knee. Will you marry me, Toru Hagakure? I reveal an emerald ring hand cut my master jeweler's. Her hands covered her mouth and she's began to tear up. Yes, a million times yes. At that I hugged her and everyone clapped. At Nezu's office. Sir, I am glad to inform you that Toru and I are engaged. Congratulations, but I feel that is only why you are here. We would like to sign the documents now. It would be unwise to have a traditional wedding. Too many variables to keep in check. All I understand. Ms. Hagakure, so you agree to this? Yes, sir. At that Nezu casually takes out a marriage certificate. He signs it hand and passes it to us. We sign our names and make us several copies. Congrats, Mr. and Ms. Midoriya. We bow and leave. Back at the dorms, Toru and I were watching Clone Wars: The Mandalore arc. She had her ring on and was fiddling with it. Toru, I've had it. Leave this abusive and be my woman. He doesn't deserve you, shouted Ajiro, who was now in front of us. No, she didn't even spare a look at him. That's it, he's brainwashed you, he said, grabbing her by the arm and dragged her off the couch. She screamed in pain. I summoned my signature cutlasses. Let go of my wife, will you? What do you mean, wife? Asked Ajiro, clearly annoyed. I shot a regional paralyzing bullet at his arm, his other still holding her. I married Toru today. Now then, let go of I make you let go. He tightened his grip. I fire a 1 at his arm, 2 at his legs, 1 in his chest and the last 1 in his neck. He collapsed, hardly breathing. What did you do to him? Shouted Ida, paralyzed temporarily. Hit his nevers points. Won't move till morning. Now leave me alone. Toru, you coming? She didn't reply. She just sat on my lap and kissed my cheek. I'm a lucky bastard, aren't I whispered. No, you're my lucky bastard. At that we kissed passionately. Peace at last. I was in class learning calc when Snipe, Lemillion and Spire rushed in. Crosshairs, emergency, Camino, we need leave now, shouted Mirio. I began walking and we make it to the roof. Why are we on the roof? Asked Spire. Jump. A collective what? I push them of and we land on a hovercraft. I called Wally. Speaking of that, Wally, get going to Camino and suit me up. I order. My assistant responded by reclining my chair and suiting me up, Mr. Incredible style. What's the situation? Shigaraki has become a high-end Nama and has an 250 high-end Nama with him. The capture heroes are too soft and don't want to ruin their image, so this is our job now, stated Nejire Aka. Spire, well then, so we're basically battling giants, and the captors don't want to end them. This shall be fun. So how are we gonna go about this? We're the only assassin in a 100-mile radial area, queried Snipe. I don't know, my friend, but I have an idea. The other day I did an experiment in a Namu. If I hit them all with the EMP at the right frequency, they will be paralyzed, long enough to destroy the brains. The catch is, out quirks deactivate. I can give you guys some guns to compensate. I stated, good plan, and one thing, just in case this is out last hurrah, said Snipe. He pulls out a SVLK-14S, handed the sniper rifle, a fine addition to my collection. I said, I thought you might like it. Hate to break up the moment, but we're here, said Lemillion. We responded by jumping out and landing on the street where the Nomas were attacking. All Night finished dealing with AFO but passed out. Shigaraki, ready to die by the hands of the silent assassins of UA. I asked, silent assassins of UA, when did we agree to that? Whispered Mirio. Hush, I'm trying to sound intimating. I replied, aha, you heroes can't defeat me. You would have to end me. And heroes don't end, do they? Boasted the walking hand job. We are no heroes. We are assassins. I shout. At that we charge. The plan was that Nejire keeps Tamura busy. Mirio would distract some Nomas. Snipe was covering me while I used my new SVLK-14S to find the perfect place to fire the EMP. I decided to shoot Tamura since he was in the middle. I activate my comm link. Nejire returned to point rain. Mirio, stand by. Ready weapons. Firing in 3, 2, 1. I send the bullet into Tamura's arm and I activate once Mirio resurfaced and Nejire landed. On cue all the Nomas froze but out quirks were deactivated. They started firing the guns. I have them up close. One Nama remained. Tamura. He broke free from the grasp of my disruptor. Our quirks weren't working though. How? Voiced Spire, shooting the last Namu. I don't know, but let's kick his ass. I have a wife and kids to go home to. I stated, clearly annoyed. Like I said, I'm too strong for you, said Shigaraki as he punched Mr. in the stomach and roundhouse kicked Mirio. He then threw Nejire, but thankfully her quirk started functioning. Snipe was left on his own. I watched as he plunged his hand into Snipe's body, holding his once beating heart. Time slowed as I ran and summoned a flamethrower. I coated him with flames from hell, then shot a quirk disruptor. Then I shot him in the knees. By that time I was in front of him. He fell on his knees and said, "You won't end me. What will the people think of you then? Hero, eventually I will Eska." A gunshot rang, signifying the death of Tamura Shigaraki. His body collapsed as I followed suit. Black was all I saw. I awoke to a blinding white light that shone like the sun. Then I saw white. I was in a hospital. Hello, I vocalized. Doctor, my husband is awake. Toru, I did it. I saved Japan. Yeah, you did, she said, crying into my chest. Papa, shouted two children. Hello, my little ninja. Hello, Snowball. We missed you, Papa, said Eri. Snipe. Where is Snipe? Is he? I asked, worried. I'm too sorry, Izuku, but he's gone. I just cried. I couldn't do anything else. My partner was gone. At least my team is okay. I was later released and I returned to UA. Dorms. I walk inside to see eyes land on me. Young Midoriya, I was honestly beginning to trust you, but what you did was unforgivable, said All Might. Here we go again. I roll my eyes. So my dear All Might, what did I do? When I completed my brawl with AFO, I asked how he knew my weak spot. Only your class knows of it, he said, to ask my successor, said All Might in a matter-of-fact tone. And who is your successor? You. Technically, I passed it to young Bakugo and Yaoyorozu, but they wouldn't do such a thing, he said angrily. Bruh, this is the second time in the goddamn book that I'm being framed. Give me a break and go get a mental check. Do you have proof? I don't need proof, you villain. This was an SSS-ranked secret, punishable by death. Yo, AM, you better hook me up with dat weed you smoking, cause you must be higher the Wiz Khalifa. Silence, villain. Today I shall put into the lineage and legacy of a FO. Prepare to die. I shot a bullet at him. Paralyzing bullets are a gift from Kami. Made it easy when I ended Mr. Compress. I have evidence that your new successors are the ones behind it. And AM. Try this again and I will leak your video of you abusing Mandalay. He had a look of horror. Oh yeah, you had crush on her when you were in high school. You got together but you wanted her body, not love. Thankfully you never got it. But if you couldn't have it ... and no one could. You beat her so that no one would want her. Scar aren't appealing for SX. Except for me, of course. Everyone was shocked. Buggy-eyed even. Wally. Play security footage 3B and recon footage 3D1 access code Hashirama Senju. Project to the nearest TV. On cue, a video showed Momo and Bakugo conversing with the LOV, telling them of M's weakness. Then another video showed AM beating Mandalay to a bloody pulp. So you see, I'm no villain, the villains are right here. I point to the successors. I shot them with paralyzing bullets so they wouldn't get away. I then took their hair and gave it to Eri and Minato. Eat it. They comply. Ooh, not my power, said Momo and Bakugo. Nezu, you can come out now. As you can see, we have some traitors. Yes, Midoriya. A and B, you take them away. Then some assassins came down and took them away. I ushered my family to my room and said, today marks the end of the evil known as AM, Momo and Katsuki. Time to sleep, we can process this tomorrow. We all go to bed thinking about the future. I love you and I don't want to lose you. Please don't forget that we need you. Don't worry, Toru. It's the future worries me though. I fear my end is soon. Toru didn't hear, for she was asleep. I'll let her sleep while she still can. All Might, Bakugo and Momo were being held in my former home. Cast 31. The judge presiding over their case found them guilty of attacking a hero, conspiring with the enemy, attempted assault and murder along with mental and physical abuse. Life in prison was too goof for them. To the outside world it would seem they died in prison. But only a select few knows what really happened. Line up the prisoners, said the man named Dogma. He had a V-shaped tattoo on his face. Guess it made him feel badass of something. Another man lead 3 to the execution room. Would the prisoners like to be blindfolded? He asked. Silence. I will take that as a no. He said, weapons ready. Stood at attention. Aim, he commanded. Before he said fire, I ran through the door. Wait, you can't do this. The orders you were given are wrong. I said, sir, what do you mean? He asked. Thank you, young Midoriya, said AM. Thank you, Izuku. I'm sorry, said Momo. Who said I was saving you? Viscotic laughter. You thought I would spare you. Laughing intensifies. I want to see you suffer, but my dear All Might, you shall die by the hand of your lover. Just then all the color drained from their faces. Mandalay, my dear, please enter. She entered. A soldier offered her a gun. No need. Crosshairs. I want a low-powered Glock. I want him to bleed to death, she said in a sickly sweet tone. Damn woman. If I wasn't married, I would have come to you. Here's your weapon. I handed her the gun. Bang, bang, bang. 2 in the knees, 1 on his hand. She walked over to him and punched his wound. Screams could be heard throughout the prison. Bang, 1 in his wound. He kept puncturing that same spot. All of a sudden she busted out some shinobi taijutsu moves. Damn, you slew one to the stomach. How does it feel? She broke his jaw with a kick. Here lies the once great All Might. Goodbye to she, no, Rai. Bang, 3 to the chest, 3 to the legs. The final one a headshot. I'm done here. Thank you, Izuku. I chose the right godfather for my little girl. Now that my tormentor is dead, Tiger and I can live peacefully. I nodded. Katsuki, it's time for you to die. I say, you don't have the balls. I shoot him in the new, says the one who couldn't bang his girlfriend once while dating. I can tell you're loud about everything. Do you would said it if you did. Bang, 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 bang continues to 200 shells fired. Bye, Katsuki. Say hi to Satan for me. His eyes closed for the last time. Momo, woman, you are in hot water. I've been thinking about letting you live. But what the heck is fun about that? I shoot her in the shoulder. You villain, she spat, still calling me that to the end, huh? Well then, bang, one to the throat. In 7 minutes you choke on your own blood. I say casually, goodbye Momo Yaoyorozu. It hasn't been a pleasure. She then fell to the ground gasping for air. Gentlemen, what you have seen here stays here. The news will say they died in prison due to a riot. Good day. I walked to UA, thinking, peace at last. Chapter I. As Izuku walked to the dorms from a long day of hero work, he couldn't help but think of All Might, Momo and Katsuki. He didn't feel regret. He felt satisfied. I walked into my dorms to be greeted by guess what? Glares. I ignored them and walked to my room. I see Toru standing awkwardly. Toru, is something wrong? I ask. She says nothing and lifts her wrist. I gash on her wrist with day blood caking it. I walk over to her as she says, I'm sorry, please don't leave me. I can change. She cries. I walk up to her and whisper, I'm not leaving you. She then cried into my chest. Now can you explain? When you left I got so depressed and started self-harming. Since I was invisible I didn't have to worry. But now I just can't seem to stop. I feel like I failed you when I didn't stand up for you. I don't deserve your love. I'm useless. She sobs. You didn't fail me. You do deserve my love. You aren't worthless. If it weren't for you I would be walking a darker path probably. You brought light to my world. You gave my son and daughter a mother. I soothe her. Thank you. We'll have to tell Aizawa. I tell her, okay, I need a jacket first. I don't want the others seeing. She grabs a jacket and we head for Aizawa's room. Aizawa's room. Funny thing. We heard. Giggly. Aizawa, you bastard, you got a girl, haha. I burst in on him talking with MS. Joke. He freaking blushed. Anyway, we need to talk to you. MS. Joke leaves and we explain everything. Sigh, so you don't want counseling. I'll respect your wishes and Izuku keep her safe and make sure she feels love. He says, what are you, a love guru just because you banged MS? Joke. I joked. At least I banged her before you banged your girl. He countered. MS. Joke busted in and shouted, ooh, super hot fire style, get my reference? She apparently was listening. Oh, and Izuku ... Tell no one about this or I will make sure you pay. He said sadistically. I decided to just leave and go back to my dorm. Toru, I need to go take care of some work, okay? I'll be back in an hour. Pick up the kids in 10 minutes. Later. She nods. I decided to take a shower. 1 hour later. Again I'm walking to my home. I need to relax. The work is getting to me. All this time of me not being with my children and wife takes a piece of my life. A piece I don't want to lose. I walk inside. Ajiro walks up to me angrily. Again, seriously, author-san, can you give me a break? No, it's called plot. Now stop breaking the fourth wall. Midoriya, how could you abuse Toru this way? Why are you hurting her? He shouts, asks. I don't know what you're talking about. Now move, I say. His eyes now fixated on mine. Like a pisco ready to murder. Oh, why does she have fresh wounds and scars? He said. Wait, you said fresh? I asked. He didn't reply. Toru, I thought you were trying. I whispered. What those wounds are is none of your business. I say. Everyone surrounds me. Hagakure, did he do this to you? Asked Ida. No, how I got these are none of your concern. She confessed. Midoriya, stop threatening her. Toru, just tell us, said Mina. Leave him alone. It's none of your business, shouted Toru. Hey, I say this much. I caused them accidentally. If I had just gone through with suicide before UA, this wouldn't have happened. I said. So you admit to harming her, said Anjiro. I walked past them and wrapped my arm around her. No, I admit to causing them accidentally. I walk of when Toru stops. You were suicidal? She asked. No, babe. I still am. You're keeping me alive. I tried jumping of a roof but I couldn't. It's my fault this happened. I say, kissing her hand. Midoriya, that's it. First you abuse her, now you sexually harass her. You despicable villain. I will call Aizawa, shouted the engine user. Won't matter. Just stay away. They all backed away waiting for the chance to strike at Ida went for Aizawa. I went to my room and locked the door. She broke down crying. It's all my fault. You're in pain because of me. Just get rid of me already. I'm useless. She sobbed. You are not. You're not my world. I'm alive because of you. I say, hugging her. Aizawa then walked in. Izuku, did she relapse? Yes, but it's fine now. Please don't worry about us, we'll be ... fine. Thank you though. Okay, good night. He then walked out and we went to sleep. Next day, class as usual was boring and exhausting. Not from the work, but the seeds of distrust that had been planted prior to my return to civilization. It's funny, I risked my life for them but this is what I get in return. Life is unfair, isn't it? Midoriya, what is the chemical formula for methane? Asked Aizawa. CH4. I answered dryly, lifting my head a little. Correct. I decided to nap. I already know this stuff. I'm so tired. I know why. The other day Momo tried to poison me some time before her death. I told no one. I'm basically immune to poison. I was constantly poisoned in prison. It built up my tolerance. It still gave me some drowsiness but I fought it and pushed on. Mr. Aizawa, is nothing to be done about Midoriya's acts lately? School just ended and Ida want to cause me issues. Oh, shut up, Ida. My ears are tired of you and so are my jacks. Reeves hates her whining and Angela hates her attitude, said Kyoka. It seems her jacks are sentient. Yeah man, shut up, said Kaminari. Ida, they have a point. I'm aware of the situation and it's under control, but the details are none of your business, stated Eraserhead. Okay sir, is Midoriya at least being punished for his acts? Asked the robot named Ida. No punishment is needed. He did nothing wrong. Sir, he admitted to hurting Toru, shouting Mina. Shut the hell up. Just because you're the new Yamomo Yakuza boss doesn't mean you can just become a banshee. I didn't admit to hitting her. I said I accidentally hurt her. Very different, but said details are private. I shouted and corrected. You villain, you're the reason why Momo is in prison. She shouted. She isn't. She's dead. Gone. Not breathing. Decomposing. Having a party in hell. I said with a Pisco smile. You ended her. You villain, shouted Uraraka. No, the three of them died during a prison riot. They tried to escape and were executed on the spot. I corrected. The color drained from their faces except my friends and Aizawa. Murderer, it's all your fault. I'll get you into prison if it's the damn these girls. I like cockroaches. And one banshee, 2 more take its place. I shot them with good old Taser bullets. Aizawa, keep your banshessa on a tight leash, it could be contagious. He nods and prepares to leave. I just walk out to be stopped by Toru. Icon, thanks for staying with me. Sorry for the extra trouble, she says, walking up beside me with her head down. The only trouble here is that you won't stop feeling guilty. We're married. I'm not leaving you until death. Let's hope we have a long life, she says innocently. I hope so. Life is unfair and unpredictable, but maybe it might just give me some luck for once. It has been a few weeks. School is out and Toru is getting better. Izuku is starting to calm himself easier. He takes a month-long leave. I watch as my children play with their toys. Happiness flooded my body at the sight. I never thought my life would be this good. A wife in my arms on a bed. 2 kids playing games and whatnot. Life is good. Ding ding. I spoke too soon. I got a text from Nezu to come to his office. Alone, I inform Toru, then walk to Nezu's office. As I enter, I am greeted by a man with long black hair, red shinobi armor, a Japanese forehead protector, and a large smile to go with that. Hello there, Izuku. It has been a while. Do you remember me? Said a gravely yet warm voice. Former number hero, descendant of the old ninja Senju clans, the god of heroes, Quirkwood style. Hashirama Senju, nice to see you, father, I said, looking him in the eyes. Ahaha, you remember my boy. I'm sorry I left so long. I had urgent problems to take care of in the US. I was informed of your situation. Ever since I adopted you, I thought you would be happy. I guess not. Tabarama has also heard. He's leaking some serious kai. Right now, halfway into his monologue, his voice got serious, his eyes emotionless. Tabarama was in the shadows behind his brother. Uncle Tabarama, a pleasure to see you again. Father, uncle, why don't you come meet my family at the dorms? I offer. Do we also get to meet these friends of yours? Asks Tabarama. I nod. Then by all means, let's get going. He led the way, saying a silent prayer to Kami-sama. We arrive and I open the door. Everyone's eyes landed. Okay, my father and uncle. Good, Hashirama Senju has arrested the villain, shouted Ida. Tabarama had enough and unlocked his chakra in a dark blue haze, and he raised a finger from his crossed arms. Hashirama did the same, although his was Radan glared at him. Lower your finger, he said in a monotone voice. All right, elder brother, don't rile up your chakra on me. He deactivated his chakra. Hashirama, however, did not. I want you all to know one thing. If you dare call my son a villain in our presence, we will end your career. Am I clear? His time went to some new lows. The usual cheery man I know and love was now replaced by a vengeful spirit hellbent on safety. Everyone nods. He then calls his chakra back to his wellspring. Wait, Captain Zuko. I thought AFO was your dad, said Kyoka. Biological, yes. But when my mother died 3 years before UA, he adopted me. He gave a home. Mr. Senju, please reconsider. He's a murderer and dangerous, said Mina. Yeah, he's a rapist, added Anjiro. Giggles, more giggles, louder, more like full-on laughter. Tabarama was laughing his ass off. You really think my nephew would do such a thing? Ahaha, I haven't laughed this hard since Hashirama told Izuku about his ex. He laughed. Tabarama, uncle, you promised not to tell. He continued laughing. Anyway, who here are his friends? His real friends? Kyoka, Denki, Fugake, and Tsuyu. Step up. I thank you for being there for my son, said Hashirama. Dad, you need to meet my wife and kids. Yes, the wife and Kai. He stopped and looked at me. Damn, I was 25 when banged my first girl, said Hashirama with a depressed face. I could swear I had a bell. No, we didn't make them. At least the older one. As we walked to my room, I explained everything. Honey, I have people here to meet you. We walk inside to see her playing with the kids. Toru, this is my adoptive father Hashirama and my uncle Tabarama. I informed. She got up and dusted herself. It's an honor to meet you, father-in-law and uncle-in-law. I'm happy to see Izuku has family. He never said anything about you guys, she said, bowing, because the author just thought of this idea yesterday. Wait, I mean ... He did it. Go keep you safe, of course, said Hashirama, trying to save the space-time continuum. So I see you two are married. Izuku, did you get laid yet, or are you still a lil wuss? Said Tobirama with a smirk. I blushed while Toru was still processing what was just said. The kids were oblivious. Well, not yet, but maybe one day. I squeak. Whatever, I'm hungry. How about we all head to Domino's Pizza and get some food? Said Hashirama. Let's do it. We all shouted. We grabbed the kids and headed out. Life gave Mai a solid victory today. Today Izuku has a peaceful day. No one annoying him. His father being in his life again. Everything was great, said Aizawa. I was in class when Aizawa's walked in with 3 boys. They must be triplets cause they look the same. Everyone say hello to Ollie, Richter and Rixander. They are transfers from Camino Military Academy. Their quirks are telekinesis. Midoriya, I'm putting them under your tutelage. They are assassins just like you. Come up here. I walk up to them. They salute me and stand at attention. General Midoriya. My designation is Trooper CT 275,555. Name. Aussie Fett. Rank, ARC Trooper Private. He says sharply. My designation is Trooper CT 1409. Name, Richter Fett. Rank, ARC Corporal. Same as his brother. My designation is Trooper CT 7567. Name, Rixander Fett. Rank, ARC Captain. We are at your service, General. He says. No need for honorifics. Aizawa, may I begin their training? He nods. Okay boys, follow me. I walk past them and they follow me. We reach the door to my indoor shooting range. Wait here. Wally, scan my guests and allow them unlimited access. Designation are on their wrists. Passcode Tobirama Senju. I commanded. The door opens and we walk in. Okay, tell me about yourself. You first, Rixander. Sir, we don't really know about ourselves. We were shipped to KMA when we were 5 years old. Our commanding officer, General Krell, was ruthless to say the least. So many of our comrades broke under his command. We have no personality. We're not human anymore. He beat it out of us. I was able to save my brothers most of the time by taking the blame. He said soberly. Rixander, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I won't be like him. Plus, you are my new team. I will train you, then you become my squad. We're family now. He looks up at me and smiles. You next, Richter. Well, I have a nickname and that's it. Echo. I kept repeating orders during training exercises. He said sheepishly. Okay then, okay. Your turn, Aussie. Nothing. I have nothing to say. He said quietly. Guys, we start training tomorrow. The barracks are to the left of here. But first we need to give you call signs. Rixander will be Rex. Richter will be Echo. And Aussie will be Fives. I say, sir, I understand these two but I don't get my call sign. Says Aussie. CT 275,555. You have 4 5s in your name. And 7 minus 2 is 5. That makes it 5. I inform. Oh sorry sir. No need. By the way, you're not Japanese, are you? I ask. We're Japanese by out mother. Out father is Australian. He's a high-class detective for Mandalore Detectives and Co. Informed Rex. Oh, one last question. Who's the oldest? Me. Echo is the youngest. Making 5's the middle child. Informed Rex. Cool. Well, from today on we shall be known as Domino Squad. I'll need to introduce you to my family. Wally, please get my family in here. All of them, I commanded. In the meantime, sir, tell us about yourself if you don't mind, said Echo. Well, my life is very sad. I tell them about me being framed, about the betrayal. Sir, we're sorry for what happened to you, said Fives. As if on cue, my family walked. Izuku, my boy. Who are these gentlemen? Asked Hashirama. My new squad. I am their new commanding officer. I want you to meet Aussie, Richter and Rixander. They basically family now. I introduced them and my family did the same. Wait, Hashirama Senju. As in number 1 her Hashirama Senju. Asked Echo. Former, he corrected. Said, didn't you see the news? Asked Rex, showing us a video. Breaking news. The new hero rankings have been revealed. Number 1, famed god of heroes Hashirama Senju. Number 2, his brother the fastest man in Japan Tobirama Senju. Number 3, the silent assassin of UA. Crosshairs. Number 4, the man who can walk through anything Lemillion Hash. Number 5, the mysterious woman Spire. You heard it here first, everyone. Now back to out regular scheduled program. And, well, I'll be damned. I'm back on top. He's still behind, little brother, boasted Hashirama. Oh, shut up. I'll beat you one day, elder brother. Mark my words, said an angry Tobirama. And when you do, I will cut down a tree, said Hashirama. He was basically a tree, so that would hit hard with him. It's a deal, said Tobirama. Wait a second. They began bickering over it. Anyway, I'm Izuku's wife, Toru Midoriya. I hope you learn well from my husband. Well, to the family, said Toru sweetly. Thank you. We never really had family except for each other, said Rex. Boys, your commanders will be here soon. Go to the barracks and get settled. After that you will get a tour of the school. You are only here for my tutelage and not regular classes, so while I'm at school learning crap you will be training. Oh, and don't interact with my classmates except for a few that you will be introduced to. They are treacherous and unforgiving. Talk to them at your own risk. And in private you can drop the soldier act. On the outside keep up the act to drive them away from you. Drilling begins tomorrow at 800. Dismissed. I command they salute and walk to the barracks. Sigh. My new team. This shall be fun. I whispered to myself. Oh wait sir, we have a gift for you. I followed Fives to his barracks. The only things we KMA students own are our armor. Before we were given our ARC armor we had standard issue armor. We brought one for you, explained Fives. Well thanks, I can modify it to fit with my auto equipment cycle. Thanks guys. I thanked them. Anytime General Midoriya. You gave us a family. It's the least we could do, said Rex. Goodbye everyone. I'll see you after school for the tour. I depart and return to class. School ended. Mirio and Nejire took them on a tour and they waited for me outside of class. Attention General on deck, said Rex as I opened the door. They stood at attention. At ease boys, I say. The lightened up. Hey new kids, how about you ditch this villain and come work with real heroes? He is so not manly, said Kirishima. At that they drew their pistols and aimed it at his head. Are you implying that we should disobey our commanding officer? Said Fives. I agree with Kirishima. Say you guys are pretty hot. Wanna come over to my dorms today? Ditch the villain. Come on, squeaked Mina. Sir, permission to speak, said Fives. I nod. We don't want anything to do with a bunch KF traitors and a whore who can't even find the decency to screw one guy at a time. Do us a favor and criff off, shouted Echo. Midori, you already brainwashed them. You fiend, said Ida. Disrespect my brothers here and I will personally fill you with holes. I spit. Once again no one heeds my warning and Uraraka shouts. Why must you be so disgusting, you villain? We're trying to save these kids and you're just brainwashing them. Bang, bang, bang. Fives Echo and Rex fired a single each. It whistled Uraraka. Stand down Domino squad. I order. Sir, yes sir, they said in unison. To the shooting range. Double time. Go go go. They rushed to the training room. My dear Achako, don't dare disrespect my squad again. I lost one partner already. I will train them and you will not stop me. Walk out the class thinking, why do I have to suffer for his actions? Izuku has returned to school in his new class. 2A has been a troubled class. Everyone still troubles Izuku but he ignores them. Domino squad has been through hellish training but came out better than ever. Hey Rex, I was wondering, tell me about the KMA. I ask. Well, the Camino Military Academy is an official military academy based in England. The Produce CTs are crown troopers. Those would be the ones in red and gray coats. And the Produce ARCs or Advanced Recon Commandos. We had the task of destroying any opposition to the monarchy. He explained. I think I understand. By the way, I modified the armor you gave me. I said, can you show me? He asked. Wait here. Echo Fives. Get over here. I commanded. They ran over. I'm gonna go get my armor to let you guys see it first time, okay? Yes sir, they say in unison. I walk into the barracks and suit up. For my age I'm pretty tall at 5'9". I stepped out in my armor. Sir, you look better than us and we already look badass. This another level. Docked Fives. Thank. Anyway, a VIP is coming here in 5 minutes. Suit up and meet me at the gate. Sir, yes sir. Fives. We arrive at the gate as the man steps out the door. Nezu walks up to him. Good day Mr. Tano. I hope you find this school suitable for your daughters. He greets. Ah Nezu. I hope so well. Ahsoka, Isla. Time to see your new school. 2 girls step out the car. Has a shirt that says strong lady. These are my daughters. Did you provide bodyguards as I asked for? Nezu nods. Domino squad at your service. I say, remove your helmets. I don't like people who I don't know, said Mr. Tano. We removed them. A feature of them that I added is that they retract into our armor now. Ahsoka and Isla blush when they looked at Rex and Fives respectively. Domino squad. Introductions. Codename Rex, Arc Captain. Codename Fives, Arc Private. Codename Echo, Arc Corporal. Oh, I see. You 3 are from the KMA. What about you? Pro Hero Crosshairs. Wait, the Pro Hero Crosshairs. Your reputation precedes you. Your task is to chaperone my daughters around the campus. Let no one near them. He instructed. You heard him. Helmets on. Rex, Echo, you go with Ahsoka. Fives, you're with me. I commanded. We all get to our assigned clients and walk around the school. Hey look, it's the Tano twins. The popular ones from that show. Shouted a random 3rd year. The girls ignore them. Boys, load some taser bullets now. Just in case. They follow my order. Would you like to get something to eat? I asked. On one condition. You eat with us. I feel bad that you have to follow us around, said Ahsoka. It's no problem. Boys, time for some food. and drop the military act, I said. Finally, I wanted to say something for so long, said Echo. Oh, shut up. We're still on duty, said Rex. Oh, come on, Rex, give us a break, said Fives. The girls laugh at their antics. You guys are so funny. So what are your real names? Asked Isla. I'm Rixander. Name's Aussie. Richter. Izuku. Oh, what lovely names. So do you guys live here or something? Asked Ahsoka. I'm a student here. I got my license very early. These three knuckleheads are from the KMA. My family lives on campus, I informed. Family, my wife, kids, father and uncle, I clarify. Oh, interesting. Well, here's the cafeteria. Lunch rush, my man. How you doing? Said Fives. Sup, boys? I see you got girls. You're popular with the ladies, aren't you? Teased Lunch Rush. Fives and Rex blushed at the statement. I was joking. What can I get you? HR asked. Ramen, I guess, said Ahsoka. 6 bowls of ramen coming up. Food of the gods. You have great taste, I said. Thank you. But one thing. Will you still be out bodyguards when we transfer here? Asks Isla. Possibly. Which course are you entering? I ask. Gen Studies. We have no interest in becoming heroes. We just a simple life, said Isla. Understandable. Here's your ramen. We get our food and ghetto a bench. I can make arrangements with Nezu to have you live in my shooting range. Only my family can enter so you'd be safe, I offered. That would be great, said Ahsoka. So you want us to share our home with them? Asked Fives. I nod. Cool. I haven't seen a girl since I got to KMA. It's an all-boys academy. We never left it unless we were called for duty. That's sad, said Isla. Wally picked up a phone call. Yes, Nezu. Yes, they can stay there. They already agreed. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. I end the call. It's official. You girls will stay in my shooting range. I can take you there when you're finished. Thanks, say in unison. No prob. So tell us about yourselves, I ask. Well, my name is Ahsoka Ashley Tano. I'm 16. I used to live in America, but I moved here. I'm this dense girl's sisters. I'm a former co-star on a show. I like ramen and hamburgers, and I want to have a simple life. Interesting. What's with the tattoos? Asked Rex. Birthmarks. It's a mutation from my quirk. My quirk is sensitivity. I can feel changes in air pressure nearby. She explains. Oh, what about you, Isla? Asked Fives. My name is Isla Securitano. I was separate from my sister for a few years in France, hence my accent. I was a co-star on a TV with my sister. I'm 16, although I'm the younger twin. Unfortunately, I'm the sister of the wise crack. We laugh at that last part. So you're the dense one, and you're the joker. This will be fun, commented Fives. Anyway, it's lunchtime, so Thid Place is going to be flooded with horny teens, so can head to Nezu's office, please, said Ahsoka. Are you referring to my schoolmates as hormonal? I asked, raising an eyebrow. Yes, said Ahsoka. Your gowns fit in well. We laugh, then head to Nezu's office. We march to his office. Mr. Anakin Tano has already signed the papers. Girls, I have some urgent business to attend to in the U.S. I need to leave now. These gentlemen are your permanent bodyguards. Mr. Midoriya, keep them safe. Your pay will be delivered monthly, he informs. Bye, Dad. Have a nice trip. Make Mom proud, the twins said. Of course. Bye, girls. He leaves, leaving us in Nezu's office. Midoriya, I said you are responsible for these girls. They will stay in your shooting range. And we're moving you to Class 1A along with Hagakure, Kaminari, Takoyami, and Gyro. Class 1A has become corrupted. You move immediately. Your companions have already been moved. You have classes in an hour, so be prepared. Ms. Tano's, your classes start tomorrow. Good day, you are dismissed, he states. We walk outside. All right, boys, take them to the shooting range and tell Wally to scan them. I'll be at my dorm getting my stuff. Sir, yes, sir. I walk to my dorm. It's lunchtime, so no one is there. I pack my stuff and walk to 1B dorm. I walk into my room that said Midoriya. I retracted my armor. The way I modified out armor is that it's nanotech. It's stored in our bodies. It's weird, but it works. I put my uniform on and walk to class. Sorry for my lateness, I say. Sir, Shai is Class 1A coming here. We already had 4 transfers. And why the villain? Shouted Minama. Minama, I have 5 books worth of info on Class 1A and how to end or defeat them. I say blankly, welcome to Class 1B, friend. Everyone was fearful at how he accepted me so easily. Well, today we will be de-learning. Vlad continues his lesson. Life gave me another win, and maybe the triplets as well. Only time will tell. It's been a while since I filled someone with bullets. I go down to my agency later. Could be fun, don't you think? Izuku, now in Class 1B, is excelling and making friends in the class. Fives has gotten close to Isla while Rex gets close to Ahsoka. Echo seems to have a crush on Gyro. Let's see how this turns out. It's been 3 months since the twins joined UA. I'm the shooting range talking to Echo. Fives is blushing a storm around Isla. She really is dense as hell. Rex is joking around with Ahsoka. Echo and I were discussing battle strategies, although he said he had a crush on Gyro. Shocker, ain't it? Hey General, what's the best way to get a girl to notice you? Asked Deku. Echo old boy. There is no tried and proven method. Talk to her and when the chance is right you confess. Plus you quite the good looking guy. Girls see that as a bonus. I explained. Thanks sir. HR said. I got a news notification on my phone. I read it and my eyes drop. Oh my god. No, I scream. Sir, what is it? Asked Rex. 5 people were ended by the serial ender known as Maul. Among them was Inko Midoriya, Jango Fett, Anakin Tano, and 2 pro heroes. What? Said everyone. I stared at the report scanning for errors. I found none. They are dead. Dad, no you can't leave like Mom did. Said 5s. Their mother died after giving birth to them. Dad, why? Why? Said Ahsoka. Her mother died in the army. They were all at a conference about getting better health care. Jango Fett was invited to listen. My mother was a nurse so she had to go. Mr. Tano, being the CEO of Tano Healthcare, set up the conference. Maul came and slaughtered them. I go into further detail. We all stand there crying. Why can't life give us a break? Sob. At that moment Hashirama rushed in. Kids, I heard the news. I'm so sorry, he said. Dad, can you do us a favor? They all gather behind me. Sure, can you give us a hug? He hugged us all comfortingly. Tabarama came next and saw this. He just joined in. Dad, why us? Is it because of me? Am I cursed? I said crying. This is my fault. I'm cursed, damn it. Izuku, you're not cursed. Life is unfair. We learned it the hard way. Remember when we lost Mito? But we got through it. He said. Mr. Senju, what's going to happen to us now? Asked Ala, crying still. We need to keep you guys here for your safety. Even more so now. But won't we need a legal guardian? Asked Ahsoka, wiping tears. I think I can solve that. I'm going to adopt you, said Tabarama. Really? Well, your closest thing we had to a parent. Thank you, said Ahsoka, hugging him. We need to go to Nezu and sort out this situation. One time skip later. Once again I give my condolences. Tabarama Senju, you are now the legal guardians of the twins. A group funeral shall be held in a week's time. In the meantime you are dismissed from school. Thank you, sir. I say on behalf of us all. We all walk back to the shooting range. Want to watch TV, guys? I say drearily. Okay. Ahsoka sulked. TV. This just in. 5 persons ended by the serial ender known as Maul. He apparently. Why do we have to suffer while the world laughs? Why is life so unfair? I'm due. He was cut off by Allah kissing him. She then laid her head on his chest and cried into it. I know it's tough. You have your friends. You have me, she said sweetly. Why, you're right, I'm sorry. He apologized. Everyone, let's make a pact. We will never abandon each other. We will there for each other. We are family now, I said solemnly. Yeah, they replied. And Aussie, congrats on somehow getting Allah to like you. I joked. They blushed redder than blood. WLYYUC. Love her, I think. Yeah, I do. He stuttered. Love you to Aussie, said Isla. Can you feel the love tonight? Sung Ahsoka. Oh, shut up, said Isla. No need to be so wound up. Aussie, I hope you know about protection. I don't want nieces of nephews yet, said Echo. They were now nose bleeding. You know what? 5s mumbled. He then grabbed Isla and kissed her passionately. Idiot. What was that for? Said a flustered Isla. What? You did it to me, he said. And if they fall in love tonight, it can be assumed his carefree days with us are helpless. In short, our pal is doomed, sung Rex and Ahsoka. Love is disease and it seems like it's going around. Wouldn't you say, Rex and Ahsoka? I say, nudging Rex with elbow. Hey, this ain't about us. At least not yet. He whispered the last part. I heard that. Anyway, y'all wanna watch Lion King? I suggested. Why not? Said Ahsoka. We begin watching the movie, but halfway through 5s, Isla and Echo fell asleep. My friends look so adorable when they sleep, and no matter what I will protect them. I will protect my family to my dying breath. Deku starts the series in Class 1A with his quirk called Wood Release Wood Style. He is secretly the only person who respects Class 1B and is seen as their older brother. He is also secretly dating Shizaki Ibara, secretly a slight yandere, and Class 1B knows they're dating. Class 1A finds out and if pissed. Uraraka jealous at this and never speaks to Deku again. He requests a transfer to Class 1B and I granted his request. Together Ibara and Deku become the greatest heroes of all time. Izuku, the Domino Squad and the Tank Twins have become very close. Rex and Ahsoka are now dating. Echo is the only one without a female companion. Although today that ends. Echo POV. I'm walking down UA's corridor in my armor. I have to patrol this block since it's where the twins have class. The group funeral happened 2 days ago. Sigh. This is boring. Hey Richter, I can take over, said Rex who was walking my way. Really, thanks Rex. See you later, I say, running off to find Gyro. It was time for her hero training, so that means I can see her. No problem, brother. Tell Gyro I said hi, will ya? He teased. Yeah, sure. Wait, hey ya, I said, shocked. It's kinda obvious. She's free right now, so go talk to her. Thanks bro, I say, running off. Training field beta. I arrived to see Class 1B having battle training. Gyro looked beat up, so that means she completed hers already. I walk over to her. Hey, have you seen a girl around here? Short, cute, SX as hell, I say causally. I facepalm mentally for my retarded statement. No, I haven't, but I'm available. Why are you here, Richter? She asked happily. Just wanna talk, I say causally. Oh sweet. About what? Well, you see, I love you, I say flustered. Excuse me, she asked confused. I know you may not feel the same, but I love you, I say sadly. She grabs me by the gap between my armor and bodysuit and pulls me to her. I've waited to hear that. Now shut up and kiss me, soldier boy, she said seductively. Sir, yes sir, I bridged the gap between us. The sensation of kissing her was electric. All those years at the KMA seemed like a past life, a bad dream that I woke up from. Shalalala, don't be scared. You gotta be prepared, go on, kiss the girl, sang the general. See her, I whined. Echo, she gave you an order to kiss her. I expect you to follow said order. Or do you need to scrub the barracks? He said. Sigh. This is so embarrassing, I muttered while kissing Kyoka softly. Happy now, Kyoka? I ask. Very. Hey, stop kissing your boyfriend and let's head back for registration, shouted Tetsu. I blushed and waved both of them goodbye while heading back to the barracks. Shooting range. 5's POV. I'm talking to Ayla when Echo rushes in looking content. What's gotten into his pants? Asked Ayla. I have no idea. I do know who got into yours last night though, I say smirking. She blushed. Shut up. Shut up, or that would be the first and last in 4 months, she threatened. All right, I say, waving my hands in defense. Hey Echo, why are you so happy? You finally kissed a girl or something, I said joking. How'd you know? He asked innocently. Wait a minute, I wasn't serious. Wait, who kissed my baby brother? Better not be that Class 1A thought or that floating whore, I say angrily. It was Kyoko, he said once again innocently. Oh, I'm cool with that, I say calmly, allowing my anger to subside. Izuku POV. I walk into my shooting range with Toru, Rex, Ahsoka, and Kyoka. I had a bottle of wine to celebrate all of you losing out singleness. Hey, just the people I was looking for. I got some wine to celebrate, I say upon arrival. Oh heck yeah, said Fives excitedly. Calm down, will you? I have a feeling you can't handle your alcohol, said Ayla. Don't worry, I'm tough, he said snugly. 5 glasses later. Ekuo, guohuat hick job han hick gwetting a gwirl. Hick your hicka MWN Niwo. Slurred Fives. He drank 5 glasses, just like his name lol. You idiot. You bumbling fool. Come on, IGDR you into bed, said Ayla. Soon dear, I whispered Ahsoka. Yup, she said, popping the pea. Toru, are you awake? I asked the girls beside me. Haha, Ikuan. I'm so happy. I'm feel so happy, she said drowsily. I agui hick. This hick was fun, said a drunk Rex. Not you too. Anyway, night everyone, said Ahsoka walking with Rex. Richie, plive me a KWS, please, asked a wasted Gyro. Not tonight, Kyoka. I'll take you to my room. Night General. I nod. Time to go, Toru, I said sweetly. I then heard snoring. She was sleeping on my shoulder. It's good thing I asked Dad to watch the kids. I pick her up bridal style and then carried her to my room. I lay her down on the bed. I strip then join her. Good night, Ikun, she said in her sleep. Good night, Toru,